Hey, hi everyone, it's Barry from Jolly Media Marketing again. Welcome back to the channel. Another bit of insight into what we do as a marketing agency. So we are a performance marketing agency. We specialise in video ads. So our full-time videographer guy is at the other end of this camera filming me for a change, which is great. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a little bit about what we actually do here and use a live example. Guys recently filmed myself doing a video advert for our own business, Jolly Media Marketing, where I was actually at the National Stadium in Hampden. We were at an event and he just stuck the camera in my face and said, let's do an ad. So normally we like to script things out. We didn't really quite do that with this one, but I'm just going to talk you through the steps we go through between guys saying, let's do an ad, to how we actually edit it, produce it, film it obviously, put it into Ads Manager and what we'd expect to see after that. So as a business, we spend a few £1,000s a month running Facebook ads for ourselves. We're actually looking to scale that higher. So just talk to you a little bit about how we do that, what we'd expect to see, and how we actually plug it into Meta, Facebook and Instagram, which is where we do all our advertising on. Right, so as mentioned, I'm going to kind of show you a little bit around how we launch video ads and the process we follow. So our business, we're structured in, we've got sort of some three key departments in the business. We've got our creative department who lead on all our video content, static creation. We've got our paid ads and we've got our account management. So whenever we record video and it's ready to be put into a paid advert, our creative department's already done a lot of work into that. So a videographer who's at the other end of the video recording this video today, Guy, as I mentioned, he joined me at Hampden. We were at an event and he recorded a video ad that I'd done. So this is it here, Barry's Hampden ad. And before this ever gets anywhere near an advert, it's already went through layers of revisions and edits, and our creative team and the video editing team have already been all over this. So all these different statuses, it's kind of went through all of them. And the minute it's marked as done, that signals to our team, our paid media team, that this is ready to go. Alright, so this ad is ready to go, and it looks like this, right? So here I am, sitting in the National Stadium in Scotland, talking about Facebook ads for renewables installers. I know how ironic that is. Football stadium and renewables maybe doesn't mix, but we'll see how that gets on. So I'll not play this ad just now. We'll maybe actually play it in the video. But here I am. I will play it a little bit. Lovely picture there. And I think you see where I'm going with this. Nice, simple, creative, talks about who we are, what we do and how we can help. Alright, so this has been fully approved. I don't feedback or approve any of my own videos because I'm always way too critical myself, and I'm sure anyone who's been in videos like that. So as long as the team are happy with it, so am I. So I'm going to download that and go to our Facebook ads. So into our own ad account. So as a business, we're currently spending about £3,000 a month in Facebook ads. We're actually looking to try and scale that, but we just need a few more videos like the one I'm showing you today. And over the last 30 days, our average lead cost is £50, £52, £53 a lead. So I would expect something along those lines for this advert. This is for our commission only offer. At this moment in time, Brian is our only person on the ads at the moment. That was when it was about 30 degrees in the office and he'd just came back from Marbella, so he's been getting some fun comments about his sunburn. And yeah, most of our leads are actually come through a UGC ad that Brian done, which looks like this, which is pretty good. Brian's pretty good in camera, very confident. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to reuse the copy for this because it's the exact same offer. So I'm going to duplicate this ad. I'm not going to show the existing reactions because my sunburn isn't as bad as his and I'm not expecting anyone to give me too much grief. I might get slagged for other reasons like my weight, or I'm bald, or I've got a big head or something like that, which is all normal stuff that I've seen in ads before, but sunburn isn't really one of them. So let's go with that. Barry Hampden ad, hook 1. So another thing we do with creatives is we actually record multiple hooks of the same ad so that we can test different openings. The hook's really important with Facebook ads. So this is hook 1. When I look at our video projects board where this exists, we've got hook 1, hook 2 and hook 3. Regulate. Now with this one, and now I think back to it, I think we only done a hook 1 just because it was at the event and it was more off the cuff. But whenever we're doing scripted creatives, we tend to go for 3 hooks. And all I'm going to do in here is customize this to make sure it's relevant to my Hampden ad. As I said, the copy is all the same because it's the same offer we're using, and I'm just going to remove Brian's video and upload my own, which will be in here somewhere. Barry Hampden ad. There I am. Cue the Facebook trolls. I'm sure there'll be a few having a field day with a video of me in it. There we go. And then once that's all loaded, we are going to publish that ad. Now, for anyone who has an agency or works with Facebook ads, you'll know that whenever you create a new ad, Facebook are very big on trying to get you to use their AI optimizations. Personally, I'm really not convinced by a lot of them, so I tend to turn them off, apart from a couple, which I'll explain in the next page. I don't translate it, I don't do any of that funky AI stuff. I try and keep it quite authentic, and the only optimizations that I will put on are these two here: relevant comments and enhanced CTA. Just makes your CTA button a bit bigger and pushes the most relevant contents, like what's this bald guy talking about, to the top of the page rather than the other ones. Right, and that's it. That ad can now go live. And that will now run alongside Brian's UGCs that he's got here and give us a bit of extra creative. Ideally, when you're running meta ads, creative is king. You know, you want to get as much as you can. One of the reasons we hired a videographer at Jolly Media Marketing is so we can continue to push forward with not only creative for our clients but creative for ourselves. So yeah, that's how we take it from editing to production to Facebook Live. So that's it. Ads live. That will probably start running within the next hour or two once it's all approved. And what would I expect to happen there? Firstly, it's the first time I've ever ran an advert to someone sitting in Hampden talking about marketing services, so there's an element of let's just see what happens. But if that performs well, I'd expect to see that cost per lead of £50 or less, and it's hopefully booking a sales appointment one in every 2 leads that come through. So yeah, the proof's always in the pudding with this, but we're always pretty confident with those type of numbers that we've been doing this type of marketing for a long time. So we wouldn't just record things that we don't think are going to work. You know, we've got a good bird's eye view of what's working, not just in the agency world for us, but for our clients, which are mostly in renewables. We really get a good understanding of what should perform. So within the next sort of 7 to 10 days, we'll get a good idea of that ad, if it's doing what we need it to do. And then it's a case of scaling the budget towards it, recording some more, or changing it a different style. We'll just see what the results bring us. And if you find all that interesting around how you do video advertising, how you bring it to life, how you grow your brand, or how you generate more inquiries, if you feel that we could help, just follow the channel. We'll continue to share as much insight as we can, or reach out to us directly. We speak to hundreds of business owners a month. Not everyone we can help, but most of them we can. So yeah, just follow the channel, reach out to us if you think we can help, and we're always happy to have a chat.